2023 Jeep Terrific Wagoneer. Sometime recently the fantastic Wagoneer arrived. Jeep had never built an SUV so enormous and lavish. Inside its colossal shell are 3 lines and seating for up to 8, not to specify appealing materials and upscale highlights all through. The long wheelbase amazing Wagoneer L has more capacity space behind all those seats, as well. Shockingly, the longer Adaptation 2 will be more troublesome to move than its as-of-now awkward partner. Notwithstanding of length, the biggest Jeep endures from low-some fuel economy, with a combined EPA rating of fair 16 mpg. That gauge isn't for a big displacement V8, either, but a modern twin-turbo 6-cylinder with 510 drive. At slightest that motor ought to get the 2023 Jeep Fantastic Wagoneer and its valuable cargo where it must go on time and in uncommon consolation. For those not looking to spend 6 figures, the Jeep Wagoneer could be a less costly, yet less elective. For 2023, the amazing Wagoneer L joins the lineup. Its wheelbase is 7 inches longer than the standard Wagoneer, and it's a foot longer by and large. These expansions contribute to impressively more cargo space behind all 3 lines of seats. Under the hood, the long wheelbase demonstrate has Stellantis's unused tropical storm motor, which could be a twin-turbo 3.0-liter inline-6 that creates 510 drive and 500 pound-feet of torque. Whereas it is standard on the extended Fantastic Wagoneer L, a 471 HP 6.4-liter V8 is still accessible on the base trim of the customary amazing Wagoneer. We think the Arrangement 2 trim level looks to be the finest esteem. It comes standard with 22-inch wheels, a 2-tone roof, a 10.3-inch touchscreen for the front traveler, more pleasant leather-trimmed upholstery, a rear seat checking framework, and extra driver help such as night vision and a semi-autonomous drive mode. With the presentation of the modern long wheelbase Fantastic Wagoneer L comes a unused motor. Named the Storm, the 510 HP twin-turbo 3.0-liter inline-6 sets with an 8-speed programmed transmission and all-wheel drive. Whereas this motor comes standard on the extended Grand Wagoneer L, the standard wheelbase show can still be had with the 471 HP 6.4-liter V8 powertrain, but as it were on the base demonstrate. The unused i6 is the motor to induce besides, because it beat the more seasoned V8 in our increasing speed testing, moving the Grand Wagoneer L to 60 miles per hour in fair 4.7 seconds. As with its residential rivals, the amazing Wagoneer utilizes body-on-frame underpinnings, in this case, inferred from the Slam 1500 pickup truck. Be that as it may, the Jeep highlights in free raise suspension instead of the truck's strong raise hub, which gives the SUV a smoother ride and superior dealing with than the Smash. Beside a few 4-wheel drive frameworks, the Terrific Wagoneer offers an versatile disc suspension that can raise its ride tallness up to 3.6 inches or lower it by a ½ inch. It moreover gloats 10 inches of ground clearance, up to 2 feet of waterfording capability, and a max tow rating of 9,860 pounds. After driving the Terrific Wagoneer, we acknowledged its loose and refined ride on the interstate. Be that as it may, its pickup truck structure contributes to a jiggly ride when the asphalt is less smooth. Moreover, the gigantic SUV isn't exceptionally dexterous in little spaces and endures from striking body roll on breathtaking streets that are exacerbated by its light and unclear controlling feel. With the inline-6, the 2023 Terrific Wagoneer is appraised for 14 mpg city and 20 mpg throughway. Going with the long wheelbase L demonstrate drops the interstate rating to 19 mpg. Those figures are somewhat way better than models fueled by the 6.4-liter V8, which are evaluated at 13 mpg city and 18 mpg interstate. On our 75 mph throughway course, which is portion of our broad testing regimen, the amazing Wagoneer L with the inline-6 conveyed 20 mpg. With standard 3-row seating and space for either 7 or 8 travelers, the Terrific Wagoneer gives expansive families an opportunity to live the Jeep way of life, which hasn't been conceivable since the ancient and disliked Commander was around. A combine of second-row captain's chairs are standard, but a seat situate is accessible for most extreme traveler capacity. As the extravagance adaptation of the customary Wagoneer, its cabin is stacked with rich environs, such as veritable wood emphasizes, and high-tech highlights, such as a 12.3-inch fully advanced gauge cluster. The interior moreover gloats Easter eggs, motivated by the initial amazing Wagoneer, counting an old-school-inspired two-spoke directing wheel and an Est. 1963 engraving that shows up on the edge of the dashboard after you open the entryway. Beside customizable encompassing insides lighting, this most amazing of Wagoneers offers a head-up show, a camera-fed rear-view reflect, and a rear seat observing framework that shows a video nourish onto the central touchscreen. On the standard wheelbase show, the cargo region behind the third push measures 27 cubic feet, and stowing it gives 71 3D shapes behind the moment push. On the long wheelbase show, there are 44 cubic feet behind the third push and 89 3D shapes with the moment push of seats collapsed level. One of the foremost astonishing aspects of the fantastic Wagoneer is its multifaceted infotainment system. Even without counting the advanced gauge cluster, the Jeep's dashboard is secured in screens. The most center is the center stack, which packs a 12.0-inch center touchscreen that sits over a 10.3-inch touchscreen with controls for the HVAC framework. Beginning on the arrangement 2, there's however another 10.3-inch touchscreen for the front seat traveler. Alluring standard highlights incorporate a subscription-based Wi-Fi hotspot, remote Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and USB ports in all 3 columns. Second-row passengers are moreover treated to another 10.3-inch touchscreen between the captain's chairs. Picking for the rear seat amusement framework includes a match of 10.1-inch touchscreens. Each amazing Wagoneer includes a effective Macintosh stereo, but the arrangement 2 and up get a more capable 1375-watt unit with 23 speakers.
Thank you.